I've been walking this earth for 94 years. 94. And I'm going to tell you something most people don't expect to hear. The secret to a long life isn't about what you start doing. It's about what you finally have the courage to stop. My name is Opal June. I've buried my mother, my father, 3 sisters, and the love of my life. I've stood beside more caskets than birthday cake. I've worn more black dresses than party hats. And somewhere along the way, I started paying attention. The ones who left early, they had something in common. It wasn't bad luck. It wasn't cursed bloodlines. It wasn't just their time. It was habits. Habits they refused to release. So I'm going to share the 7 things I stopped doing. And I believe with everything in me, they're the reason I'm still sitting here talking to you. And I need you to listen carefully, because one of these might be quietly shortening your life, and you don't even know it. Number 1. I stopped eating after the sun went down. Now I know that sounds old-fashioned. And it is. My grandmother used to say it when I was just a girl, running barefoot in the yard. I rolled my eyes, thought I knew better. For years I'd eat supper, then sit in front of the television with a little something extra. Crackers, ice cream, just a bite. Harmless, I thought, but I started waking up tired. My joints ached. My body felt heavy. My spirit felt cloudy. About 40 years ago, I finally understood what my grandmother meant. Your body does its repairing at night. It cleans. It restores. But it can't clean the house if it's still cooking dinner. So I stopped. By 6 o'clock, maybe 7 in the summer, I'm done. After that, it's water or tea. Within a month, I woke up different. Lighter, clearer. I haven't looked back since. Number 2, I stopped arguing with fools. This one stung my pride. I used to be a fighter. If someone said something ignorant, something wrong, I had to fix it, had to win, had to prove my point. You know what that earned me? High blood pressure, sleepless nights, and not one single changed mind. Not one. People believe what they want to believe, and trying to force someone to see what they refuse to see is like trying to empty the ocean with a teaspoon. It will drain you before it changes them. Now, when someone says something that makes my blood rise, I smile, I nod, and I let it pass. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. You have to guard your peace like money in the bank, because it is. Every argument you don't have adds interest to your life. I promise you that. Number 3, I stopped sitting still all day. I'm not talking about gym memberships. I've never stepped foot inside one. I'm talking about movement. Simple movement. My husband, Lord rest his soul, lived in his recliner, morning to night, only stood up to eat or use the restroom. He was gone at 71. I move. I walk to the mailbox. I tend my garden. I stand when I talk on the phone. I hang my laundry myself. Your body is like a creek. If the water keeps flowing, it stays clear. But if it sits still too long, it grows stagnant. It grows sick. I don't care if you're 30 or 80. If you're sitting more than you're moving, you're giving time away you don't have to give. That's just the truth. Number 4, I stopped holding grudges. Oh, this one almost cost me. I had a sister, Loretta, my baby sister, and she hurt me. The kind of hurt that keeps you awake at night. The kind that feels unforgivable. For 15 years, I carried that pain around like a stone in my pocket. I wouldn't speak to her, wouldn't look at her. And you know what? She was living her life. Laughing, sleeping, moving on. I was the one suffering. The grudge wasn't punishing her, it was poisoning me. One day I picked up the phone. I forgive you, I said. She cried. I cried. We never dug up the past again, but I felt 20 pounds lighter that very day. Unforgiveness doesn't sit in your mind, it sits in your body. They call it cortisol now, stress hormone. Back then we just called it misery. Either way, it will eat you alive if you let it. And I'm telling you this not to scare you. I'm telling you this because you still have time to put the fork down, time to walk away from the argument, time to stand up, time to let go. Longevity isn't magic. It's discipline. It's humility. It's knowing when to release what's quietly destroying you. I've lived long enough to see what works. And if you're wise, you won't wait until you're 94 to start stopping. I call it a slow death. Not the kind that takes you all at once. The kind that chips away at you quietly. It gets in your chest. It knots up your stomach. It steals your sleep. It clouds your mind. Whoever hurt you, let it go. Not for them. For you. Because your body cannot heal what your heart refuses to release. Number 5. I stopped watching the news before bed. Oh, the news, they don't sell information. They sell fear. They sell outrage. That's how they make their money. And I used to sit there every single night soaking it in. Murders, disasters, politicians screaming at each other like children. Then I'd turn off the lights and expect to sleep peacefully. Bad idea. Your mind needs calm before it rests. If you feed it chaos, it will wrestle with chaos all night long. Now, that television goes off at 5. I read something gentle. I pray a little. Sometimes I just sit on the porch and watch the birds settle into the trees. I prepare my mind for sleep. And I sleep like a baby, 8 good hours. Every night. What you put into your mind before bed is just as important as what you put into your body. Maybe more. Number 6. This one nobody likes. I stopped trying to please everybody. For most of my life I was a yes woman. Church needed volunteers. I was there. Family needed money. I was there. A neighbor wanted to talk for 3 hours about nothing. I was there. And you know what? I wasn't joyful. I wasn't fulfilled. I was exhausted. I was resentful. I was stretched so thin you could almost see right through me. When you say yes to everyone else, you're saying no to yourself. And that is another kind of slow death. Now I say no. Kindly. Respectfully, but firmly. I guard my time. I guard my energy. And I learned something powerful. The people who truly love you, they understand. And the ones who don't, they were benefiting from your exhaustion. Number 7. This is the last one. And it may be the most important. I stopped waiting to live. When I was young, I thought happiness was always waiting around the corner. I'll be happy when I finish school, when I get married, when the kids grow up, when I retire. I'll be happy. Later. But you know what happened? Life happened. And I spent most of it waiting. My husband and I talked about going to California for 30 years. 30 years. He passed away 3 months before we were supposed to go. My best friend Dot and I said we'd sit on the beach together when we retired. She never made it. So hear me when I say this. Don't wait. Take the trip now. Tell people you love them now. Wear the nice dress now. Use the good china now. Order the dessert now. Tomorrow's not promised. Not to me at 94. Not to you at whatever age you are. Stop waiting for the right time. The right time is the time you have. So there it is. 7 things I stopped doing. And I believe with all my heart they're the reason I'm still here. Stop eating late. Stop arguing with fools. Stop sitting all day. Stop holding grudges. Stop feeding your mind poison before bed. Stop saying yes to everyone. And stop waiting to live. It isn't complicated. But simple and easy are not the same thing. You have to choose. Every day you have to choose. I've buried too many people I loved. Not because life was cruel, but because they refused to let go of the things that were quietly killing them. Don't be one of them. You have more power than you think. You have more time than you think. But only if you stop handing it away. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a porch to sit on. And that evening sun is looking mighty fine.